Howdy, internet friends. Um, Rain here again. And, so primaries are being held now for people who are going to be on your state's ballots for the midterms. And one of the really interesting things, I think, is that there are Republican political strategists, okay, that are basically telling people that Republicans are going to lose bigly in the midterms. And there's a reason for that. Pretty simple reason. It's because Republicans are out of touch with regular people. Um, they, and actually, it's not so much that they're out of touch, is that they don't care to keep in touch. Uh, this Republican Congress has not been able to pass a years long budget um, since they took over in, like, what was it, 2022. It's nothing but continuing resolutions. And the only way anything has gotten done in this Congress is through discharge petition. That's how we got the Epstein Files Transparency Act. Um, that's how we got the War Powers Act to limit Trump's power in this war that he started, this war of choice that he started in Iran. The president cannot just declare war. He can't. He has to go through Congress. Even FDR, okay, back during World War II, could not get Congress to go to war against Germany. He wasn't able to do it. And the only way that we were able to help the Allies, especially Britain, was through the Lend-Lease Act, which meant that we, the United States, would lend Britain um, you know, weapons of war, tanks, rifles, um, munitions, all of that. And it wasn't until December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy, to coin a phrase, that Roosevelt was finally able to get Congress to declare war when Japan attacked Pearl Harbor. So, and that was a world war. And Britain had been fighting it for quite a few years before we were even able to enter into it. So therein is, presidents cannot declare war without going through Congress. I do believe it's in the Constitution. But of course, this president, He wipes his ass with the Constitution. We all know that. But no, Republicans this year are, they're going to get their asses handed to them. And the reason for this is not just Trump, but the fact that they have, and especially the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, has hitched his wagon to Trump. And Johnson won't do anything without Trump's approval. He will close the House of Representatives down. He'll send them all home in order to avoid a vote. But it didn't work this time with the War Powers Act. And it passed. I think it was something like 115 or 215 to 208. So, yeah, there's that. And I still think, it is still my opinion, that come January 2027, obviously after the midterms and all the votes have been counted, we are going to see a lot happen. And one of those things that's going to happen is Trump is going to get impeached. And you know it, and I know it, and we all know it. He's even said so. And with any luck at all, the 120th Congress can get that job done and get him removed from office. Hopefully they can get it done before he can pardon anybody. Because with the things that this administration has done, okay, immigration, customs enforcement, you know, kicking in doors to drag people out of their homes, to arrest school children, to use chemical agents on peaceful protesters exercising their First Amendment right, the illegal war that Trump started, the illegal invasion of Venezuela, um, the jet that he accepted from Qatar, the pay-to-play pardon program that he's been running. All of these things are not legal. They are unconstitutional, and they go against so many things. Okay? Jimmy Carter, when he was elected president, had to sell his peanut farm. Okay? And of course, they're saying that Trump has divested himself of all of his businesses. And we just know that's not true. Plus, all the insider trading that Trump and his cabinet members have been doing. I mean, this is so much fucked up shit on so many levels. We've never seen a president do anything like this right out there on Main Street. And not be worried about anything. Oh, as long as I'm doing it out in the open, it must be legal. Doesn't work that way. And another thing I wanted to talk about a little bit is how many scams that are out there that are targeting seniors. And I only bring this up because I know one that got this letter in the mail, and because it had their mortgage lender on it, he thought that he had to renew a homeowner's insurance, which that's not what it is. It's a home warranty. And the fact that they do that, the fact that we allow the most vulnerable among us to be taken advantage of and robbed blind. This isn't right. It's not right at all. But anyway, there ought to be a law. But anyway, again, it's my opinion, it's my rant, my thoughts, and I can't think of anything else to say except for like and subscribe, share, and my internet friends, I'm going to end this, and please take care of yourselves wherever you are.